it sparked something in me, which is why I started my non-for-profit. And so, I had honeybees donated to my non-for-profit. I had no clue that I could rent my honeybees out to farmers so that the honeybees could then, pollinate.
So honeybees, you actually got what, like a cage or something of honeybees?
No. In Memphis, I had my own honeybees, my own beehives.
Beehives?
Yeah.
Where?
In Memphis.
Like
on
where?
Donated land.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Yeah. And I would rent them out.
Wow.
To farmers.
Yeah.
Because farmers need bees. So we don't understand bees are dying off at alarming rates, but if we don't have them, we don't have anything. Literally, they do everything for us.
Because a lot with the honey.
Not even
what else?
Honey.
What else? Though?
Honey is the byproduct. Like we
know bees for honey, but like what else? What else?
Well, they pollinate everything.
Well,
they pollinate the cotton that we use for the clothes we wear.
Yeah.
They pollinate everything. So like the cows that we eat beef, right?
Yeah.
We're a very carnivorous society. Well, the cows wouldn't even have the grass and the clover fields that they eat if the bees didn't pollinate that. We wouldn't have...
you educating on a whole nother level with pollen, because I always just hated pollen.
I mean...
Like, when I think about pollen season, I'm sneezing all throughout the spring and stuff. But now I'm even being educated myself on more ways of pollen being used.
But guess what?
If
we had more bees, we wouldn't have so much pollen in the air.
Wow. If we had more bees.
Right.
Wow, okay.
Because what do bees do to the pollen? They put it on their legs, take it back to the beehive, process it, honey. So, and that's another thing. Like,
science lesson, yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to this guy. He was from Haiti, and he had just moved here. He was like, "Why is it that there's no fruit trees?" Like, it was so foreign to him. And I had another guy from Ecuador was saying, like, I can't believe that I'm just walking here and I don't see anything that I could just like pull down and just bite into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was strange to him, and he was saying like, something's the U.S. This is weird. And I started to look into it because two people had said it to me in the same week, and you know what that is? It's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
So I looked into it, and I learned that we also have so much pollen because a lot of the trees we have here in the U.S. are male trees. We don't have a lot of female trees because female trees do what? Produce what? Fruit,
yeah.
Right? And so we don't have a lot of female trees because the corporation wants us to go to the grocery store to get the fruit.
Right.
Instead of it being free, that's like it's supposed to.
So they can continue to be profitable.
Yeah.
Make money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so male trees give off pollen, which is sperm. It's the sperm of the
male tree.
Of the male tree. So it's so much of it in the air because there's not a lot of female trees to take it in. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's making sense.
So that's why Zyrtec gets paid so much. So, guys, when we are typically going outside during the springtime and you come outside and your car is full of pollen, like covered where you could like write your name and the pollen dust, thank the government, because they're the reason why we don't have female trees to take all that that pollen, that male tree nut, and impregnate the trees until we can have fruits. So it has nowhere to go but our cars, our nose, and allergies.
Which is all right. Yeah, which is all right.
And so then, you know what we do when we have allergies? Then we use what? Medicine.
Exactly.
Another profitable industry.
Industry, absolutely. Healthcare, definitely.
Exactly.
Yep. For sure. For sure.
But yeah, I'm gonna say this and say this lastly. Like, we should all respect bees because they do a lot for us, and we would not have anything that we really have if we didn't have them. They do a lot than just produce honey. Just do your research, people.
Yeah.
Research.
I look at bees differently after having this conversation now, definitely. Absolutely. Okay. So, Chennell, what else went on while you was in Memphis and teaching culinary?
So not only did I work at 1,000 Acre Farm, but I also started working for the Grizzly shortly. And, you know, I applied for the sports performance chef position. I got it. It was a really cool interview. They came to get me for my interview in a black car.
Yeah.
Took me to the stadium, had a driver. They rode out the car, but it was a really cool experience.
Yeah.
Had to meet with like all the players, the coaches, the head coaches, all the business managers. It had to really be like a good fit for the team in its totality.
And let me ask you this, Chennell, real quickly. Like, so, I mean, you coming from, Chicago, where you pretty much got your start in culinary, learning it, then teaching it, and now you're in Memphis, and you teach your culinary there, but you're also in the agriculture space as well, and farming and things of that nature, dealing with the bees, etc. But now you got the Memphis Grizzlies you're working with. Like, how did that feel? Like,
nigga, I made it.
Yeah, I bet.
I was staging for that role. So for those who don't know, when you stage in culinary, it's kind of like you show up, you work a whole work day, or maybe a stage could be 2-3 weeks. Kind of sort of an internship. You don't get paid, but it's so they can see how you work and how you work well with others.
Yeah.
Are you a team player? Do you take direction? Are you a self-starter? It's pretty much you showing somebody what you got.
Absolutely.
So they say, hey, we want you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that happened. And then when they did hire me on, I was only with them for a brief time because I was like, I'm a grown up and I need my salary to be here. Yeah. And they were here. But it was a really good experience, and it also gave me some leverage. Yeah. In the sports field. So it was a really cool experience though. Like I had to cook for John Moran and all the other players and things like that, and it really showed me my professionalism. Like, okay, girl, you can really apply for some things that you thought were out of your reach.
Let me ask you this, Chennell. Salary-wise, it was a range, you would say, with the Grizzlies they pay, like for position.
I could say that it was less than 67, and I was used to having more than that, being a high school teacher. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You used to having more than that being a high school teacher.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I was like, I'm not.
So you get paid quite a bit. Well, because high school teachers, typically, I didn't know they get paid that much. Like people, on that level, I should say.
People always say teachers don't make anything. I mean, we're not broke now. Yeah. And don't forget that teachers have this window of we're off weekends, we're off holidays,
right.
We're off the summer.
Exactly.
So you can have a substantial hustle along with that salary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I was used to getting paid more at the school district, and I was like, I am a parent of two. I can't downgrade my salary. I'm applying for roles to get paid more. Yeah. So eventually I was like, but it definitely gave me connections. Okay. Yeah, it definitely opened doors.
You got something out of that, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
For sure.
If you can't be used, you're useless. That's my favorite saying.
Yeah.
And if it can't be used, it's useless. Right. So
yeah.
It was useful.
Hello, this is G Bass, Rise of the 1%, Rise Media. We on this Saturday evening about to get ready to knock out some podcast episodes with some individuals here in the city of Atlanta making some big moves. You can see here, look, this is how it goes down. Here when our guests come and sit down with myself, G Bass, other Rise of the 1% of Rise Media, to have that conversation, to share the story, share the journey, share what you got going on. So listen, everybody got a story, everybody got a journey, and then you got some things going on, then you definitely can get with us and see if it'll be a fit to be on the Rise of 1% podcast and actually have that discussion with myself. It's going to be a link to a form you can fill out. You said www.theriseofthe1%.com/pod-form. Again, www.theriseofthe1%.com/pod-form. It's going to be in this video. You can fill that out, and we can see if there'll be a fit for you to come on and have that conversation with myself. If you don't fill out the form, then Obviously, it's not for you, and that's fine. We're looking for those that's serious. Those that's serious about rising to the top 1% are already in the 1%. That's what we're looking to sit down with myself right here. As you can see, Rise Media, Rise to the 1%. This is how we get down. We have a great time and have a lot of fun doing it. So once again, if you're serious, make sure you fill out the form. We'll look over the form, see if it's a fit. If it's a fit, we'll reach out. If not, we won't reach out. We'll just continue to move forward. But with that said, this is G Bass. See you soon. Have a great one on purpose.